This is Muse, and I'm glad you're here. We've got a good guy here. This is John Downs, John W. Downs, and he's the time traveler. And you know about that because you're going to see this. This is it. And he's an amazing guy. He's a lot of fun and interesting and has a lot to say. And,
always.
He always has a lot to say. And he has a phone number. 530-320-6441. And that's the only way you can get hold of him. But you can always figure out where he might be. Where might you be?
I'm in the morning. I'm usually at Depot Bay.
Depot Bay.
There's a bunch of old guys that meet. They're a bunch of old over-the-hill bikers now, though. They got run out of Starbucks. Their Starbucks closed on them, so now they're stuck over there at Depot Bay.
The nerve.
Yeah, well, yeah. And they replaced all the old crew. The old crew all died, you know.
Well, you haven't.
No, as a matter
Not
of
yet.
fact, somebody walked by me the other day, and they took a look at me sitting there by myself, and they looked down, and they said, and then there was one.
Was your dog with him?
Oh,
with you?
yeah, my dog's always with me.
Okay. Yeah. And tell me about your dog.
Trav?
Yes.
Kathy Harris got me that dog because she just did. And he's gotten to be a regular. He thinks he's one of the boys
Of course he
at
does.
Depot Bay. And of course he's, now he's 110 pounds, so.
And what kind of dog is he?
He's a Husky Shepherd.
Okay.
So anyway, but he's, I took him to obedience class.
And he said, what the heck?
No, I failed. So anyway, he doesn't know how to roll over, do tricks, fetch. He doesn't know how to do anything.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he
but
does.
I'll tell you what he is. He's dumb as a box of rocks, but he loves his daddy.
Yes, he does.
And that's all he needs. You
Yeah.
have a dog to love you.
Yes, I do. And he loves us. Yes. And he loves your dog too.
Well, of course, he's my only friend.
Of course. Well, he is not your only friend. I'm convinced that you have other friends.
You know, in my
And many of them are dead, but
in my 80 years of living, I have collected maybe a half a dozen, maybe a dozen friends over the 80 years. Well, to be quite frank, 6 of those SOBs I don't even like. So,
he's smiling. He's smiling.
not necessarily.
Yes. He's laughing too. How long have you been in Auburn?
I was here before Folsom Lake was here.
Which means what?
Oh, I was here before Folsom Lake. Folsom Lake went in 1955, so I was here in the mid-40s sometime or another.
And even before.
No, mid-40s. That's early enough. How old do you want me to get?
You call yourself an old guy at an 1800 man.
I'm a 19th century throwback, absolutely.
19th century. Okay, excuse me. Well, but no, I think that you think of yourself as 1840, 1850.
That works.
That's how you dress.
Well, well, no, it just
And
it started.
why is that?
Well, because the house that I grew up in was built in about 1862.
Okay.
It was in a mine. As a matter of fact, it was the last remaining house in a mining camp called Cooper's Ravine. And when we moved in, it was the last house that remained, and I grew up in that house. So since the house didn't have electricity, and since the nearest neighbor was Clarence and his wife, Carrie Darrington, they were 7 miles away. That was the closest neighbor we had.
Wow.
So that was, it was
You
kind of like...
learned to figure out how to do it yourself.
Well, yeah, of course you did. That's why we were self-reliant. But I had, I know how to trim a wick on an oil lamp, coal oil lamp. And, I watch movies, Western movies, and they've always got that lamp in the background, for their set. And I always see that lamp, they haven't trimmed the wick right, and there's a high spot on it. And it always smokes up the chimney on that lamp. And it always aggravates me. I said, learn how to trim a wick on a coal oil lamp, for God's sakes. If you're going to make a movie about it, But
They
anyway,
don't know how to do it.
no, I have no
You
idea.
should have told them.
I could have told them. But
Okay.
at any rate, so since I lived in the 19th century, for all practical intents and purposes, I like it. It's simple. Maybe not better in some respects, but a lot simpler.
It's lots what?
Simpler.
Simpler.
It's more simpler. Is that a word? Simpler?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, I just
yes.
want to make sure.
Well, you're a writer. You know that.
I'm not a writer. I have no idea how to write.
But you write.
Well, yeah, but then kind of like a piano player that can't read sheet music. I don't know. I don't know I don't know the difference between a noun and a verb. I write how I
Yes,
talk.
you do.
No, I don't. I write how I talk, and whatever comes out of my mouth. That's why that column that I write is. I have no secrets from anybody in Auburn. It's all out there.
Okay.
So
How long have you done that?
the column,
Yes.
10 years, I think.
Really?
Maybe
Only
more.
10 years?
Well, it seemed like forever, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Especially when you had to wade through that stuff.
Yes. And I think I think it's been longer. For one thing, you keep saying the same thing over and over and over. And
I
over.
do?
Oh.
See? Oh my God, I didn't know that. That's what people tell me. Oh, well, that's the way it goes.
Yes.
You know, I had a guy tell me one time, I said, you've been writing your column, whoever it was, I don't remember. I said, how do you write this for 20 years? And he looked at me like it was an earwig in his Cheerios bowl, and he said, huh, rewrites. And he walked away from me. He wouldn't discuss it anymore. So I know where he's at now.
Where is he?
Rewrites. I'm into rewrites.
Okay. Why did you start writing it for the paper?
Because I can't remember. It was before. It was after Dennis. Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
They came across to Robin, Enos, and I, and they said, we'd like you to write a column about the goings on in Newcastle. And I looked at him.
Which is where you live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I says, the goings on? What the hell are you talking about? There's nothing going on in Newcastle. So when I started writing it, I just started lying right off the get to begin with. I wrote in the first column that, what was it? Oh yeah, it's been reported that the mayor's wife has run off with a traveling Methodist minister. Chief of Police Ruffcorn was seen, it looked like he was accepting a bribe in the alley next to the what was Wells Fargo. And I started lying. Nobody sued me yet, but I just started lying because if you haven't got truth, then lie. It's easy. So I've been lying ever since.
No, you haven't.
Oh yes, I
You,
have.
you don't. I don't think you lie all the time.
You remember Steve Galliard?
No.
Of course not. Anyway, Steve, just to give you an idea of my life, this is why he was the only one that got annoyed with me a little bit. I wrote in the column that Steve Galliard, he had a little Vespa a little motor scooter out in front of Depot Bay,
Okay.
and the next day I saw, you were in that column as a matter of fact. I saw
How wonderful!
there were two or three other Vespas the next morning, and I reported that Steve Galliard of whatever insurance company he worked for has formed his own motorcycle group of ruffians called the Desperados. He's seen hanging out at Depot Bay with his black leather jacket, but on the back it doesn't have a skull and crossbones. It has a latte. Last week he was seen racing out of town at 25 miles an hour, terrorizing the pedestrians, and his old lady, Susan Russian, was on the back.
Oh, sure.
I put it in the column, you can read it. Susan Russian, his old lady was riding on the back giving you motorcycle wave. I can't do the motorcycle wave because it didn't involve all the fingers. But anyway, you didn't say, I don't know if you read that one or not.
No, I didn't. I didn't see it.
You've been in several columns.
Yeah,
But
I know.
what I do is I lie and lie and lie and lie. And Steve did get just a little bit annoyed with me. Because the next morning I met him at the Meddlers, and he came up and he says, "You're a funny guy." And I didn't know if he meant, "You're a funny guy," or "You're a funny guy."
You're a strange guy.
Yeah, that's what I think he meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. So in answer to that question, which I could have been done in 4 words, I got started doing it by lying. And I'm going to continue to lie.
Because
Because I got to write about something.
and you yeah, okay.
I mean, what if I wrote about Newcastle today? You know how long that call would have lasted? 10 minutes, maybe.
Oh, really? Oh, well, there's lovely things in there.
In Newcastle?
Yes, yes.
Well, I just use Newcastle as a place to drive through to get to someplace I want to be.
Like here
Well, here's okay.
and your house.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's all I need.
Yes.
But anyway, so I've outlived, and you have too, 6 editors since I started.
6 what?
Editors.
Yeah, you're right. At least.
Yeah.
Least. Yeah.
And I hear our last one is letting go of the reins.
Yeah, but he's still going to be around.
Well, yeah. that's right.
Absolutely, he's going to be around.
Well, I certainly hope so.
Yes, he's going to do his own stuff.
I remember the first column I did when he first got, as editor. I said, my suggestion is as new editor of the Auburn Journal, keep an empty cardboard box by the side of his desk, so when they can him next week, he'll have some place to put all his pictures and photos and things. He's still there. It's been 6 years, maybe longer.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's doing okay.
Yes, he is, and
Yeah.
he's going to still continue being good. Why have you stayed here?
Why have I stayed here?
Why have you stayed here? Yeah.
Stayed in Auburn?
Yes, in the area.
Well, there was a long time that I was in sales, and I used to travel around a lot.
Traveled around where?
Selling vacuum cleaners. Oh,
Yes.
Canada, selling everywhere. I was everywhere.
And what did you sell?
The vacuum cleaners.
Vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
Yes.
But-
Have you heard about that? Of course you have.
Well, the thing is, see, in those days, if I got time for a brief story, how do I live as a door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesman where you're going to different towns at different times? And what I would do is I would hit a town, strange town, some little small town somewhere. The first thing I did,
How old were you then?
probably in my mid-20s.
Wow.
But in those days, I would hit a town, and the first thing you do is you look around town, and you get all your cross streets figured out so you know about where you're going all the time. Second thing I would do is, okay, I got to have a place to lay my head at night. I got to find some place to live, and I would go through the old neighborhoods, and some old gal would have a sign on her front lawn that said, attic apartment for rent, basement apartment for rent, a little cheesy place. Cheap, but it was there. So now I know the town, more or less.
You know
I
where
got
you
a
can
place to
sleep.
live. Now I gotta eat. Every town I ever in had a Denny's in it, or something like a Denny's. Okay, Denny's food is predictable, but you know what you're getting. So now I got a place to eat, place to sleep, and I know the town. The second thing I did is I found out that every Denny's I ever went into had a waitress named Linda, 35 years old.
Everybody, there was always a Linda.
There was always a Linda, divorced, 35 years old, with 4 kids. Within a couple of weeks, I'd get her talked into going out to dinner with me. So I've got a place to live, I know the house, I know where to eat, and I got romance. And then you just go from one town to the next recreating that same thing. But after a while,
Did you ever
They
get
get steep.
get money?
make money?
Yeah.
I was selling vacuum cleaners. What are you talking about? I didn't make any money.
So, how did you get to eat?
Well,
Because of that
yeah,
woman.
I made a little money.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah. But it was mostly for kicks and jollies.
Say that again.
Kicks and jollies.
T- t-
Oh, you wouldn't be familiar with that term because you're from a different century yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So anyway,
Uh-huh.
that was pretty much my sales experience.
Okay, and you learned how to get interested, be interested and interesting.
Well, if you're knocking doors all day long and you don't know who's going to open that door on you, yeah, you learn a lot about people in a hurry,
Yes.
in a big hurry, because you have to, because you've got a lady answers. In my days, it was more housewives were at home. Now they're all working outside in their own house.
The
creating-
nerve,
Yeah, absolutely. It is so.
women.
Yeah, I can't get over it. They haven't. Well, never mind. That's a whole other story. We could go on and on and on about that. But
I know you have.
anyway, yeah. Anyway, they. What was I going to say? See, that's the other thing that happens. I'll start a sentence and I'm gone with it. I don't know where the hell that sentence go to.
I don't know.
It-
We're both at it.
It ain't easy, is
It
it?
ain't easy.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm losing my marbles, but I went down to check my mail at the bottom of the driveway yesterday. A lot got lost on the way home. So it's
It's a long way away.
yeah, 300 yards. Anyway, that's enough about old folks. What else do you want to talk about?
Well, so when did you stop doing that? And what did you do then?
My then wife, I had 4 boys, and she left us, and so I realized I can't do this selling stuff anymore, coming in at 9, 10 o'clock at night. That's not workable. So I had a whole bunch of kids, and I thought, good Lord, what do I do now? So I figured, well, I went over to Perco's with my eldest son, and I got some blank 3x5 cards, and I made a stamp that I got from Walker's Office Supply. And I said, well, I can clean gutters. I can do that. And I guess I can just figure out the rest of it. So I just started knocking doors, which is, I'm good at knocking doors. I'm still doing it.
I know.
But, but
I know. And if you want him to cop your door, call him 530-320-6441.
well, you went all the way through that without blowing it.
Isn't that wonderful? I'm proud of myself.
Well, you should be.
Yes.
But you know, that little card I pass out, the ways I don't knock doors the way a salesman knocks doors. I go up, knock on the door, I hand her that card. I say, here, you're going to need that sometime or another. The card says everything I need to, and then I walk away.
And it says nothing, pretty much.
Pretty much. Well, actually, there's enough words. It tells you that I do home repair and have done for 40 years. I got about halfway to the street again, and I turn around and say, oh, by the way, that one's free. If you want another one, I charge $7.50 autograph.
7.5.
And so anyway, so now we've got a conversation going. See, that's the whole thing.
And they start to laugh.
Yeah.
But for one thing, they probably know who you are.
Most people recognize the hat.
Yes.
If without the hat, I'm just a skinny, bald, over-the-hill hippie.
No, you're not.
Oh yeah, with the hat, I'm the time traveler. Just like that, it's magic.
Okay.
Anyway, so then I started knocking doors, and I did home repair. And I had no clue what the hell I was doing. But I kept the same customers over 44 years. Well, they've all passed away now, but now I'm actually working for the grandkids of one of my previous customers.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just going through generation after generation after generation.
Yeah.
But no, when I was knocking doors, I watch salesmen do this. They have no idea what the hell they're doing. They don't have door-to-door salesmen anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They were, but they aren't now. But I watch them knock on the door, and they'd hug the door. And I'd tell them, don't hug the door. Get away from the door. Let this lady breathe a little. So when I knocked the door, I would walk away from her, go out in the middle of
Look at the flowers.
People live their lives like they keep their yards. The stuff they want everybody to see is their front yard on the street. The dog poo-poo and the empty cans are in the backyard. So people live their lives the same way.
I know.
So anyway, as soon as she opened the door, I'd pretend like I didn't see her, and I'd turn around and say, oh, there you are. How do you get these petunias to grow like this? My wife has been trying to grow petunias. What do you do? And pretty soon, instead of me trying to get in, she's coming out. And so now we have a common ground in her petunias. So it's just a different style. It's my style. It always works. It still works. Same thing, just me, be me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Are you getting work?
oh yeah,
Good.
yeah.
That's delightful.
Well, of course. I mean, all I have to do to get a job is to go to Save Mart and be seen around the grocery store.
Hey.
Yeah. And if I don't want any work, I just duck behind the frozen goods so they don't see me.
Well, they come and get you.
Okay, so much for my sales career. How are we doing?
Oh, we're doing fine.
Oh, good. Wonderful.
I'm having a good time. Why have you stayed here?
Oh, why we stayed in Auburn?
Yeah.
That's where you asked me that question. I got off a track about a half hour ago.
3 years ago.
Why did I stay? Yeah, no, 5 minutes ago. Why? Because what better place is there than here? When you stop and think about it. I mean, we could be living in Roseville, Sacramento, or one of the other many towns.
San Francisco.
Ugh. You know, I used to take my kids to San Francisco all the time. It was a great adventure for us because I couldn't afford to take them to Disneyland. I didn't have that much money.
Uh-huh.
So we go down to San Francisco, check into a cheap motel outside of town, and we walk the streets at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and that's where the interesting people came out. But they ain't interesting anymore. Now they're dangerous.
Oh.
You know, that's the difference. They
That's
used
too
to.
bad.
There were so many interesting people. You know, I get along with everybody, and.
But you've stayed here.
Well, yeah, because half my family's buried here. I got to stay somewhere until I croak.
Okay.
But
Okay. Yeah.
but yeah, just a good town. It's a good town.
Yes, I agree. I think
So-
it's a wonderful place
Yeah.
because here we are.
Yes, and here we are.
We belong here, and we make this better.
Yes. Well, yeah. I hope so.
And so do you. So you used to be on K-High,
Yes.
and what started that?
You know, I don't remember. I think
Okay.
it was Robin that got us into that.
Okay, Robin
Enos,
Enos, and he's
the
not.
Portuguese
around.
pirate.
Okay, yeah.
I used to call him Portuguese pirate because he was. I call him a peckish Polak. Not a Polak. Portuguese.
Okay.
See, you can't use those words anymore.
Okay. Let's not.
Whatever. Well, I try not to insult anybody any more than I have to. Well, you know, I have to insult myself first.
Okay.
You know, if you insult yourself first, it gives you a little freedom to insult everybody else.
I wish you wouldn't.
Well, that's who I am.
Yeah, I know.
And all of a sudden, if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't be me anymore. Then I'd be you.
Uh-oh. I'm the only one.
Yeah, you're too nice.
Why, thank you.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
The whole thing about nice people is you never know when they're going to go bad on you.
Yeah, that's true.
People like me.
Just all you have to do is wait.
People like me, you always know we're bad to begin with, so we're never a surprise to anybody.
True. True.
But anyway, okay, that was. So why do I say that? Answer that question.
When did you start on HKA?
KI 104.5 FM and 950 whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. Well, actually, I have a lot of opinions,
You have a lot of what?
political opinions.
Oh, you do?
Your opinions and mine are,
Different.
well, I would say if I were to describe us, and I'm not holding this against you,
Well, thank you.
but if I were to describe
I do
the
appreciate
differences,
that.
I would say that you are a tree-loving, Bambi-loving socialist, and I'm a right-wing, gun-loving son of a bitch. So it's okay. I can get along with that.
But I'm a woman, and
Well, it's even worse.
you think women are sort of they should have stayed home, right?
No, I think being a housewife used to be an honored profession.
Uh-huh.
It's not anymore.
Oh.
And it should be. I mean, you don't have to be, you can go to work, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that people sneer at a lady who says, oh, I'm a housewife. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
I
good.
do agree.
Oh, good. We have that.
Yeah.
So I can take the Bambi living out of our differences.
Okay. So, K.I.
Yes.
And when did you do that? And what were you doing? What were
At
you?
K-High?
Yeah.
Well,
You were.
like I said, I have a lot of opinions. And my opinions are not well received by everybody. So when I started
That's
doing
true.
a column, I have opinions that are political in nature. But the problem is people already are bombarded with that constantly, the bombardment of opinion by the news media, whoever else. I think people get tired of that.
Mm.
So I think people just want to laugh rather than take it seriously. So I don't bring any of my personal opinions into the column. I try and make people laugh because I found out one thing about people. And I had an officer pull me over the other day, first time in like 25 years. But at any rate, I found that if you're dealing with trying to get a check cashed, or you're a county officer or DMV or a cop, it doesn't really matter. If you can get them to smile in the first 5-10 seconds of your interaction, everything always goes easier. I watch these cop shows where the guy gets pulled over by the cop, and for what you start doing, off to get, starts arguing. Same thing with construction. I've watched these contractors do it. They got a building inspector coming out. They're expecting a problem because he's a building inspector. He's going to find something wrong. The building inspector says, "Oh, he's going to think something's going to pick up and something that we're going to get into argument." They both assume that they're going to be arguing in a minute. When you assume, there it is, and that's what happens. These guys don't, and I'll make sure that building inspector is laughing in the first 5 or 10 minutes. We get along so much easier. It just makes people laugh, if you can.
Yes.
I mean, I can be vicious.
I know you can.
That's so rare.
I know you can. Yes, but you can also be funny.
Well, you got to.
And fun.
My problem is that when I get mad at somebody, I get sarcastic, and it's kind of a mix of sarcasm, anger, and a laugh.
I can imagine that you do it in a way that they can't understand it. They don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, you look at me with a scant. Is it a scant or an askance?
An asket?
I don't know. Is it askance or askance? I know what it is.
I don't know.
You look at me. You look at me with a little what?
What?
There's a lot of that going on.
Yes. Yeah.
So anyway, what else you want to know?
Oh my goodness. So how long were you on KI?
Oh, you're 6 years?
6 years?
Really?
Okay.
I
Did you
don't
enjoy it?
Yeah, it was
You
okay.
did it?
Well, Frank Ordez started doing it with me later.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that or not.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yes.
but Frank is well. He was happy to be there,
Good.
and we have a kind of our thinking is similar.
Uh-oh. Oh my. The two of you together, you what do you, oh, look at him.
You see, no, the first time I met him, I can't say all that was said. I like to break in. I like to do I like to open conversations, and most people don't know how to start a conversation. They'll say, "Well, boy, hot enough for you?" Well, there's no imagination in that. So what I usually do if I see, especially ladies, it works every time. I'll see two ladies sitting by Starbucks or sitting at a table, and as I walk by, I'll say, "How are you ladies today?" They will always say the same thing. "Oh, we're fine. How are you?" And I grab a chair and I'll sit down and say, "You know, you did ask. I have problems. Do you have an hour or so to share?" I'll get a conversation going out of every time. So I'm good at starting conversations, but Frank and I forget, somebody told Frank, he says, "I want to meet that guy that dresses like a cowboy." So I walked into his gallery. He doesn't look up. He's painting, and I walked past him and I can't say it how I said it, but I said, I gotta use your restroom. You got one? And he pointed in the back, still didn't look up. And I came out, and there was, Frank looked up, and he looked at me, and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna make a lot of money off your ugly mug." Now that's how you start a conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
And my response to that was, years ago, Frank did a painting during Bush's administration of the Easter egg roll. And there was a picture on Frank's bathroom wall that was of that picture. And down at the bottom, it was signed, "Thank you, Frank, Laura Bush." And when I came out, "Hey, Frank, what do you think the former First Lady of the United States would say if she knew her picture was on your bathroom wall? Move it." So
You put yours on?
well, no. He's got mine all over the place. He's got 8 or 10 of them around there.
He's got mine too.
He's got yours too,
Yeah.
and Mike Holmes and everybody,
Yeah, yeah.
and
wonderful.
Gilbert.
Good. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
Yes, yes. I think we're about done.
thank God for little favors. One more minute.
Don't move.
Don't move.
So this is John W. Downs.
Yeah, very good.
What's the W?
William.
William.
Yeah.
John William Downs. Time traveler, 530-320-6441. And this is on Muse, and this is also other things too. Thank you for coming.
Well, I appreciate you taking me in.
I appreciate
I
you
don't
coming.
want to, I don't mean take me in all the way. You and your husband don't want me living with your dog.
That's
but
true. So,
I like your dog.
I do. I like yours too.
So we done?
And we are done. Thank you very much, and we'll see you later.